quick question for you guys. What do these three songs have in common? Hey guys, this is John from Summer of Guitar. In this video, we're going to be talking about the blues, how to play them, different ways that you can play them, how you can use the blues in just about any type of music that you want to play. I'm going to show you some tips and tricks how to play specifically the 12-bar blues, which are used in a lot of different styles of music and used in a lot of different songs as well. If this is your first time tuning in, consider subscribing. I put out a video about once a week, and we talk about a lot of different things on the guitar, the bass, and the ukulele. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get going. So today we're going to be talking about the basic 12-bar blues. For those of you who are really into music theory, we're going to go kind of a different route. Music theory is for old guys in powdered wigs, if we're being honest. And so what we're going to do instead is we're going to kind of go by the number system. Now, in every key that you play in, be it the key of E or the key of C or whatever, you've got different chords that are going to be major and different chords that are going to be minor. And so today we're not going to get too deep into that, but I wanted to just explain what chords we're going to be using. We're going to be in the key of E, okay? And we're actually not going to use regular chord shapes for this. We're going to be playing a shuffling pattern. Okay, so what that is basically is this is your E chord. It's just it's a shuffle on the E chord. Hear how that's the same? And all I'm doing is I am playing the low E string and the 5th string, okay? And you can strum through, but if you notice here on my left hand, I'm holding down the 2nd fret of the 5th string, kind of like the beginnings of the E chord, right? That's the finger that we're holding down, and I'm muting the rest of them, okay? So none of those are sounding out. It's just a scratch, right? And the way you do that is you hold your finger flat and just kind of curve your finger at the end just to get that 5th string down, okay? So we're going to start there, and we're just going to shuffle. What we're going to be doing is you're going to play 2 strums like this on the 2nd fret, 2 strums on the 4th fret, okay? And you just go back and forth, and it's kind of a swinging beat more than a straight beat. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay. The next thing that we're going to go to, we're going to do that for 4 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we switch to the A, or the 4 chord. So if you think about it this way, in the key of E, the E chord is always going to be the 1 chord. The ones that we're going to be using are the 4 chord, which is the A. So if you're playing a song in the key of E, right, you can go right to that A chord and it's going to sound just fine. It's going to be a major chord, right? It doesn't sound right if we do a minor. Yeah, that sounds funny. There's something weird going on there. And then we're also going to be using the 5 chord. So as you might imagine, E, F, G, A, E, F, G, A, 4, right? Then what would be the 5 chord? Well, it would be the B, E, F, G, A, B. So the 5 chord would be here, or here, or there, if you like. For us, you do it a couple different ways. If you're a little bit more advanced and your hands can kind of stretch out a little farther, you can make like the beginnings of a B power chord. All right. So basically, that's just the 2nd fret of the 5th string and the 4th fret of the 4th string. And then you're gonna, instead of shuffling back and forth, kind of this way, you're gonna shuffle all the way up to the 6th fret on the 4th string. Okay, and you're gonna do that for 1 measure. So 4 measures on the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch to the 4. 1, 2. Then back to the 1. 1, 2. Now we're gonna go to the 5. 1, for just 1 measure. 4. 1 measure as well, and then we're back to the 1 chord. 1. And then that's the time for the turnaround. Okay, so in 12 bar blues, you go for 10 or 11 bars of just that, and then you have a little like break. It's the way that you kind of hit the reset button and go back to the beginning. Okay, and what we're gonna use today, pretty simple. It's not too complicated, I don't think. And it's kind of fun to play, I think. So what we're going to be doing is you're going to be at the 5. Let's start at the 5 chord when we do that. Down to the 4. Okay. Then we're just going to go quickly to the 1. And then we do something kind of special. We're going to take our index finger and middle finger, and we're going to slide up from the 2nd fret of the 3rd and 1st string. We're going to slide up to the 4th fret of the 3rd and 1st string. Here I do that. So you're going to pluck the 3rd string first, and then you're going to pluck the 1st string. Okay. Now we're not done. We're going to do that. Okay. You descend like that. I'm just moving from the 4th fret to the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret, and then we do this little hammer on. It's kind of fun. We hammer on the 1st fret of the 3rd string and play the 1st string open. So hammer on the 1st fret of the 3rd string and play the 1st string open. Okay? And then after you do that, before the turnaround's over, and we go to a B chord. You can go to a B7 to sound kind of cool. Then back to the 1. 1 chord. 2, 3, 4. To the 4 chord. 1, 2. Back to the 1. 1, 2. 5 chord. 4 chord. 1. Okay. Now, if that's a little fast, don't worry. YouTube has this awesome feature where you can slow down a video. All right. I encourage you, if there's any part that you're not really sure about, slow her down. No shame. All right, we're all learning here. Okay, so that's the basic 12 bar blues. And I know you're thinking, this doesn't sound very basic to me, but listen, this is like the foundation for a million different variations that are possible. And I encourage you guys to just kind of explore. And the more you play this, the more you're going to start hearing this in all kinds of other genres of music, other bands. They all use the 12 bar blues in different ways. You'll start hearing it everywhere you go, or variations on it. So a couple things you can do to change this up or to make it sound different. You can switch from like a lilting beat. You can try more of a straight beat, like a rock and roll beat. One, 4 chord, 1, 2, back to the 1 chord, 1, 2, to your 5 chord, 1, 4 chord. So that's more of like a rock sound. Another thing you can do if you want to kind of sound like rockabilly or maybe even like country and western a little bit is you can do kind of a slide. So for that, all we're doing is we're playing, it's the same chords, it's the 1, 4, and 5, so the E, the A, and the B. And what we're doing is we are going, we're playing an open strum, then we're with our 3rd finger, we're going to go from the 2nd fret, up to the 4th fret. And I know that sounds intimidating. I know sliding is always something that people, they don't feel comfortable with at first, but just practice it, give it a try. You know, there's no harm in trying something, right? Like there's nothing you're going to lose from that. Okay. So you take that, you slide up to the 4th fret, and then we're just going to finish it off with what we've done before. Okay, and then we do the same thing for the 4 chord. We just on the open A string, we take our 3rd finger again from the 2nd fret up to the 4th fret, back to the 1. So what you can do then for the 5 chord, so you can start on the root, which is the B. So A string, A sharp, B. You can go B, and from that's on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, and then slide up from the 4th fret of the 5th string up to the 6th fret of the 5th string. And then on the 4th string, you're going to play on the 4th fret and go up to the 6th fret of the 4th string. You just do that once, then back to your 4, then back to the 1, and then I just like to end it on a B7. That is just some basic stuff that you can throw together for the blues. I encourage you to look around online. You can look up different blues turnarounds. There's tons of different options, different cool things you can do to kind of hit that reset button, some like fancy little lick that you can play to start back over. It's a lot of fun. I encourage you. And the blues, the best thing about the blues is that you can automatically, almost without very much effort at all, you can find other people who also know the 12-bar blues, and you can play together. And if one of you knows how to play some pentatonic scales, oh man, you guys are going to have some fun. That's basically what it is in a nutshell, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and you got something out of it. The blues are a heck of a lot of fun to play. I encourage you to check it out and find a friend and play together. This has been Summer of Guitar. Take it easy. The blues, all right? The blues, okay? The blues.